I
So,
appreciate it.
No doubt. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Sure.
So we're gonna switch gears a little bit, right? So 50 put up a post of you recently, right? Now this is something that happened back in 2014 with, where you got shot by your nephew, right?
For sure, yeah.
So my first question is there something with you and 50 as to why that would be posted now and it happened so long ago?
No, I mean, at this point, see, the thing with 50 is, it goes back to the Eminem beef. Me and Fifth wouldn't even have any issues if it wasn't for Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Like when me and M started going at it, it was really him and Ja. But M had got signed. M, he just got signed by Eminem. Me and M's going at it. And then by coincidence, man, I just had kind of like moved next door to Ja Rule.
Oh, shit.
So, me and Ja, like when 50 and Ja was beefing, that's block beef. That's neighborhood beef, really, before it was industry beef. I didn't know neither one of them.
Oh, okay.
I had not met neither one of them. But then there was a time where actually when Fifth had got stabbed at the Hit Factory, I told the story where I had helped him, called him a car service. He had ran down to my session. That was the first time I met him.
When that shit happened, he ran down to your studio?
Right. He was on 54th Street. He was at the Hit Factory. It's a well-known studio. Everybody uses all the labels. Murder Inc. was there. So when the beef happened with Fifth and his guys there with Murder Inc., and he had got stabbed and there was a fight there, I was at Sony, and Sony is like maybe 30 yards down the block. Right. And I remember this was late night. I was in there, was with the Made Men, my group Made Men. And one of the guys was outside smoking cigarettes, cause they don't let you smoke cigarettes in the studio. And, all of a sudden he had brought Fifth in. And, we got rules, you know what I'm saying? So I really wasn't too happy about that.
Like, who is this?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we was, we in the studio, you know what I'm saying? And, but he came in, he was cool. He had told me, you know what I'm saying, what happened. Said that they had gone to a beef. And, I wasn't like, really what? I just was pretty much still like, in my mind, I'm like, listen, I don't want to be in the middle of nothing. Whatever's going on, I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's how you survive, man.
Right. You can't just get in.
You just can't get into everything. So he showed me the gun. He said the gun had no bullets in it. His man dropped the gun. He had like a revolver, a little small revolver. And he said that his man, I guess it was Yayo, when they was fighting, he dropped the gun. He picked the gun up. The gun had no bullets in it. So he showed us that. He was kind of mad about that. And then he had a little cut on the side.
What? Okay, go ahead.
Well, he had,
it's a scare tactic.
I was just saying, like, why wasn't any?
You gonna fear a
blood
more than any other gun. Because the revolver keeps the shells. So if I run up on you, all you know is gun.
It didn't work though.
But why not?
It didn't work.
It ain't gonna work in a real situation. So
it didn't work because when he pulled it out, he looked like he was mad at Yayo than anything. He looked like, he had the gun and they was fighting. They dropped it and 50 picked it up. So I know when he probably went to pick it up, he probably thought it had some bullets and okay, I can get up out of here and you know what I'm saying, get niggas up off me. But he said that he was just like, he looked disappointed.
Right.
And then he showed me the cut and I said, yeah, all right. And at the time, I'd owned the Source magazine. We had our own car service. Atlantic car service, and I called him a car service and took it to Bellevue. But I would have did that for any of y'all. It didn't matter, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was something so great that I did. It's just that, I was able to do it.
Right.
I had a car service. I don't know if he had any money. There wasn't no Ubers around back then. In order to get it in New York, you just can't call a taxi. You got to go out there to get the taxi and hail it down, You don't
want to be outside.
So, we called our car service. They had the little Lincolns or whatever. So he took them. As time went on and I'd beef with Eminem, it just so happened that, and I didn't know John when that happened. It just so happened I lived like almost next door to him.
Yeah.
So like our kids went to school together and everything. And then we ended up kind of, when I was with Coy's mother, his wife and Coy's mother got close, and then me and Ja got naturally cool. And then I guess it looked like it was me and him teaming up against him and 50.
Right.
But it was really just all by coincidence. It's not like we got together.
But he took it personally and you don't even know 50.
I didn't even know. I mean, I met him that one time and that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, me and Eminem's beef was like a rap beef that turned into a Source Interscope beef, right?
Right.
Because those was our companies. But 50 and Ja's beef was block beef, You know,
Really?
people got shot.
Yeah.
Niggas is getting on, you know what I'm saying? Chains was taken and all kind of fights. This shit had been going on. That was a personal situation. I'd never even, to this day, I haven't even been in the same room with Eminem. I've never even met Eminem. So it just was weird how everything happened. You know, me and Ja ended up getting super cool. I went on tour with him, opened up for him all over the world. You know what I'm saying? I got kind of close to a lot of his guys from the street in Queens, a lot of his guys, you know, that nobody knows and sees. But you know, we had, you know, pretty, until I moved, but we was pretty close.
Y'all cool now, you and Ja?
Yeah. You know, we cool, but I haven't seen John in a minute, you know. I haven't seen John in a long time, but yeah, man.
So 50, and I get it. Okay, so it makes more sense to me now because I see how 50 handle anybody who go against Eminem. Right. So now I guess I get it now. I'm just online. I'm like, damn, why?
What? See, yeah, it's not the first time. I mean, he, you know, I mean, I guess it used to bother me like at first, but you know, as time went on and me understand what this internet is, it does. I mean, I've changed so much as far as my emotions and gearing them towards shit that just doesn't matter. And what people say on the internet, I mean, listen, I don't know if there's too many artists or people that get, you know, they call it trolled, but it's, you know, I call it disrespect. And, you know, Eminem got a huge fan base, white fan base. And for like 20 years,
they on you.
I mean, I probably got about 15 pages shut down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to.
You was at a mill.
I
remember you was at over a mill.
Yeah, but you know what? And again.
So Eminem's fan base shut the pain.
I mean, they're constantly dogging me out. And if I say, see, this was what it was. I didn't know nothing about this. Like when social media first came, I remember it was Twitter or maybe MySpace. I don't know. I just remember somebody say some shit. I'd be like, look, I'll meet you right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
you still do that. I see you.
Well, you know, but I'm saying it's back then it was every car that went, I'm barking. You know what I'm saying? Every car that came by, I'm barking, you know, cause I didn't know I'm a street guy and people are disrespecting it. And I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. All right, well, we can meet up. So I would go to the place and sit there and sit and nobody would show up. So like, you know,
you would argue with them and schedule somewhere to meet
and then you go. I probably went about
Benzino, as big of a star you would pull up and
strapped up every time.
Crazy.
Sometimes with guys, sometimes by myself. But I didn't realize how much of a fool I was and how stupid I was doing that. Like those are
just internet bullies mostly.
But you know, but back then when you first on it, and even now when you're a street guy, all we got and all we're raised to do is just, you know, respect. And I feel like in my life, I've never been a bully. Like I'm so cool. I'm such a people person that.
But when it happened, you go.
I just feel like, why me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, so now as time goes on, I've gotten better, but I still could be in a not too good mood today. And then somebody say the wrong shit. And I'm like, and this is the thing. It's like, as a man, you're on the internet and it's like, when you see grown ass men, we talking grown men with kids, sons, adult kids come on your page and comment on your appearance. It just makes you think like, man, where are we as a society?
It's definitely over.
It's like, where did these guys, like, where was their strong male figures in their life?
Right.
Now I had one. I was lucky to have one, though he was locked up. My dad did 15 years, you know what I'm saying? But the times he was out, we got close. And as he got older than me and him, and we still are like this. He's my, but it's like, where do men come on, just go on? I've never done that in all the years. Yes. Just come on a page and just shit on you on the way you look. I don't understand that.
Because it is public.
I'm still trying to wrap my
Y'all more accessible now. So, you know, I don't think it got nothing to do with a male figure because I damn sure go on one of them pages and ragdog any celebrity if I see him.
So you do that? You do that?
No, I'm saying like, you know, I'm a natural funny guy.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't give a fuck about your appearance, but I do I've been doing this for
funny shit. I understand.
Doing that.
No, I got.
Well, let me ask you a question. I'm glad you said that. Let me ask you a question. So when you're doing it, so are you doing it
on some funny shit?
On some funny shit. But is the funny shit to like, okay, so is the funny shit to make the guy feel bad and other people laugh at the guy, right? I mean, not so
in somewhat form. So if, let's say,
make them feel
how I was raised, you know what I'm saying? Like you had to be fly every day.
Right.
So let's say like 50 Cent, I get on 50 Cent too.
Right.
I'm a 50 Cent fan.
Right.
I'm a fan of yours. I'm a fan of
right. No, I understand.
But if y'all look any kind of crazy,
right.
Like
then you'll rag on it.
Benzino, these motherfucking jobs.
I got you. I got you. No, I got you. But like,
it's another level when they're like, "I'll kill you, man."
No, see, I don't do. See, that's a sick.
That's different.
Yeah, that's.
No. I could go on my shit right now, and I'm guaranteeing if I ain't looked at it in about an hour that somebody's saying some crazy shit about.
Yeah, I'll be seeing it.
It's just nonstop, and then like I said, after a while, I just said, you know what?
Fuck it.
I just blocked. I probably got over maybe 2,000 people on block. Real talk. I got a long list of blocks, man. Like,